So you're bored? Well, sit back and let me tell you a story. This is a story about how, well, let's just say I developed the irrational fear of both fire escapes, water balloons, and football camps. It all makes sense at the end here, just bear with me. This story starts back at my sophomore year of high school, where it was always a trend where everybody on our football team for our high school would go to athletic camp. And over the camp, we spent a week just going through plays, bonding with each other, no homo, and just becoming a better team in general. But, of course, we're a bunch of high school kids ranging from ages of 13 to 17, so, of course, shit gets weird, we fuck with each other, once again, no homo, but shit does get weird. And a big part of that was the way the upperclassmen had a running trend where they would want to haze and just prank the underclassmen. And of course, me still being a sophomore, I still would technically fall in the category of underclassmen. And this is really the whole scenario how shit hit the fan and I end up sleeping in a stairwell with a fire alarm going off and just basically having, hands down, maybe one of the top 3 worst nights of my life. But let's go into detail how this all happened. So this is how this all went down. We get to the college campus, and we're 14, 15-year-old kids staying on a college campus for an entire week, so of course we're excited as hell. The campus is huge, all kind of things going on. Even though it's the summer, there's still some kids on campus doing all kind of crazy things. We see parties going on, but we're there for a football camp, and we kind of wanted to party. We knew we wouldn't be able to party. I didn't party. We didn't really party. Okay, I didn't really party. I was a loser. You know this. Come on. The point is, after we got to the campus and we start unloading all of our stuff, the first day we didn't really do anything. But I start hearing these stories, these little fucked up stories that got me worried about what the seniors had done to them whenever they were freshmen and sophomore at the camp. How they would get pranks done to them. How people would rub shit into their hair. They would put itching powder in their pads. They would spice their food. It was nightmares. I'm thinking, holy shit, I'm watching my ass this week. But, of course, it didn't exactly go to plan, and that's how I ended up having to sleep in a stairwell, because in the effort to avoid one of these pranks, I ended up pranking myself, which is kind of redundant when I think about it. But the point is, the situation that happened was, it was around the 3rd or the 4th day, and so far, we had pretty much worked out a system where as long as you went to practice, ate lunch, went back to practice, and immediately went back to your room, you would be completely safe. The seniors and the juniors would not prank someone when the coaches are nearby, or if it was like in the middle of the night and the coaches were doing rounds. But the 3rd or the 4th day, we fuck up because we decided to go downstairs at the very bottom floor to watch TV with some kind of TV show. I believe it was the Tosh.0. So we all watch the show and we get back up. We're riding up the elevator because we're tired, fuck stairs because lazy. And we decide, well, we fuck up because we try to ride the elevator. Well, technically we fucked up because we stayed out too late. But we fucked up. The point is, we fucked up. Just fucked up. So there's a total of 3 of us in the elevator. 2 of my friends and myself. Now, as soon as one of my friends stepped out of that elevator, time just slowed down, and immediately you just see a blue balloon, just slow motion, slam into him right in the face like some kind of slow-mo video. And I still get Vietnam flashbacks every time I ride an elevator, till today. That poor, dumb, smelly bastard. Now, to explain what exactly went into that devil fucking concoction, there were rumors that the seniors would take whatever they could find and put it together into these water balloons. You get hit by this water balloon, and they had this thing filled with a gallon of milk that they had left out in the sun and let spoil and rot, then relish and vinegar, all kinds of nasty ass spices they could find at some kind of Asian store. And the coup de grace was there was a rumor that they actually put human liquid. I'll let you figure out for yourself what exactly that was. So, yeah, that was, yeah. In other words, you did not want to get hit with this. It's one thing to get hit with spoiled milk and vinegar. It's another thing if that balloon has a little bit of something else in it. So he takes one of these to the face, and meanwhile, me and friend number 2 here just look at each other at some kind of horror movie, and we just both have the oh shit face expression, like shit just went down. And we've both seen enough horror movies to know that you don't stay in an elevator and try to hit the closed door button, because it never makes it. You always get fucked up. So we haul ass. Friend number one's already contaminated. He's sitting there just going through shock, and we haul ass down the hallway. Go down the hallway, and we can go left or right. We take a right turn, and we just run to the very end of the hallway and try to make it somewhere, hoping that we can get away from the fucking slingshot they have set up in the hallway. Oh, I guess I never really mentioned that. By the way, they're not throwing these things with their arm. Of course not. These are our senior quarterbacks. They have to protect their throwing arm. They're pelting these suckers with a slingshot, with two guys on each end of the hallway holding a rubber band, and the basket's in the middle, and they pull it back, load the son of a bitch, and shoot it at you. You know, being smart while being an asshole. 2 for 1. So, we avoid this thing with every possible skills that we can. Now, we're both unathletic, fat people, so that's not much skill. But we managed to get to the very end of the hallway, take that turn, and run to the very end of that little L-shaped hallway. Now, when we make it into the hallway, this is where we kind of hit our fucking shitstorm starting. Well, okay, not the actual shitstorm that happened back at the elevator, but this is where we go to the very end of the hallway, and there's no stairs like we originally hoped. Instead, all we really have is a fire escape. And the fire escape is just that. It's a fire escape. Meaning, in case anyone doesn't know how fire escapes work, you can go into a fire escape, but when you go down the stairs, there's no way to get out like at the second floor or the first floor. You have to go all the way down to the very bottom and go out of the building. And we thought, oh shit, we're not getting out of this unless we go all the way out of the building. But I'm saying, fuck it. I'm not about to take one of those things to the face. Friend one looked like he has to go through some therapy after that shit. I'm about ready to leave. Meanwhile, my other friend is saying, dude, we can't do that. We can't go in there. There's a fire. There's not a fire. We're gonna get in trouble if we get caught in there. I'm like, and I'm just sitting there like, fuck that. I'm getting out of here, with or without you. So I go into the fire escape. And, of course, I learned later on that he did indeed get pelted with water balloons. And in hindsight, I should have just took the fucking water balloon. Whatever the hell was in it. Because as soon as I go into the fire escape, the alarm goes off. And this thing just starts blaring. Like, you've heard a fire alarm before. I thought, oh, fuck me in the ass. Fuck me in the ass. Fuck me in the ass.
Me in the ass, cause I love Jesus. The good Lord would want it that way.
I set off the fire alarm for the entire building. I am so fucked. The coach is gonna get mad at me. The school is gonna get mad at me. And then it hits me like a freight train. My mom's gonna get mad at me. And holy shit, that was the worst out of the 3. So, I make peace with it. I was ready to just leave, get out of that fire escape. The alarm was getting annoying as hell, and I'm on the 3rd floor. So I walk down the 2nd floor, 1st floor, and of course the doors don't open back into the hallways because that's how fire escapes work. So I get down to the bottom floor, and, you know, I'm trying to get out. I'll try to open the door, and not like fire escapes work, the door does not open. The door was chained, or locked, or welded, or had a fat ass on the other side of it, or something. But the door at the bottom floor did not open like a fire escape should have. And I'm like, what the fuck? I have no way to get out of this hallway. All the other doors are locked. And I can't go out of the way the fire escape is supposed. This is not how fire escapes are supposed to work. I'm losing my shit down there. And I'm getting emotional about this and aggravated because it still makes me mad. Where I could have easily just went outside, said, oh man, the fire alarm went off. I don't know how that happened. Who knows? But no, I'm sitting there stuck in the hallway, like living with my mistake. Like I got caught in some kind of huge human trap. Like, ha, you fell for the fire escape, motherfucker. Now you sit there and you listen. But it just went on non-stop. And it's around 10 o'clock at night. I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. And the alarms keeps on fucking blaring. So I don't know what to do. I walk up to the 3rd floor, try the 4th floor. I go back down to the 2nd floor. I'm like a mouse in a fucking maze and I can't find my way out. I don't know how to get out. So about 20 minutes into this, I finally get the idea to go and call one of my friends that lived on the same floor as us to let me out. Now, when I first called him, it's 10:30 at night. And of course, when I first call him, he's a little bit paranoid dumbassery is what I call it. Because when I try to get him to let me out of the fire escape, he's like, nah, man, you're trying to prank me, dude. You're trying to get the seniors to help them out and get me pranked like you guys did. And I'm like, no, you dumbass. I literally need your help for once here. Nah, man, nah. You're not getting me. And he hangs up on me. And I'm like, that motherfucker. And I'm sitting there stranded now. My friend left me. My other 2 friends are nowhere to be seen. Nobody's picking up their phone. And I'm stranded there in the hallway. And of course, I don't know what to fucking do. I did have my coach's number, but if I would have done that, I might as well go ahead and tie the noose myself. So I end up sitting there for about an hour and a half in this hallway, and this is how it all ends up. I sit in the hallway around the 3rd floor, cuddled up in my shame and embarrassment, and listen to this alarm go off, trying to sleep on a staircase, just listening to this alarm go on and on and on. I'm thinking, this thing, people have had to have come and get me by now. Nobody's in the building, right? It turns out that the alarm did not go off anywhere else but in that fucking fire escape hallway. It didn't go out in the building, didn't go off anywhere else. It only went off in the fire escape. So I'm like, well, fuck me.
Jerry? I want you to fuck me, Jerry! Fuck me!
Yes, 'cause I love Jesus.
Long story short, for the rest of this, after my embarrassing hour and a half, I finally get a call back from my original friend, who tells me the coach was doing rounds and that I wasn't there, and the coach asked me where he was at, and my friend lied and said that I went to the restroom. So he told me, where are you at? Coach wants to know where you're at. I'm like, I'm in the fire escape on the 3rd floor. I need for you to come and let me out. Please fucking help me. Please, God. So he ends up letting me out, and I get back to my room, and I think this is the end of it. Like, I got away, the alarm's not going off anywhere else, maybe that'll be the end of the night, that'll be it. And it turns out that was actually it. Nothing really happened after that, the alarm never went off anywhere else, and nobody really said anything. But the next day at practice in the afternoon, one of our coaches was talking about how he was dead tired, he didn't really sleep well last night, and one of our other coaches asked him what's up. And he mentioned that while he was trying to sleep last night, he kept on hearing some kind of like bass beat non-stop, like somebody was having a party downstairs or something. And he was kind of sleeping right next to the fire escape. So me and my buddy just both look at each other, and then we look back at our coach, and we just smile, and we don't say a word because nothing happened, right? Yeah. So, get in any trouble, learn my lesson about how fire escapes work, and apparently somebody needs to fix the one at that campus, because I didn't know if Fat Albert was parking his ass in front of that shit or what, but it didn't work like it was supposed to. But that's my embarrassing story about how I ended up avoiding a questionable water balloon at a college campus, sleeping on a fire escape stairwell, and kind of partially setting off a fire alarm, all in the same night. So yeah, fuck you football camp. Go to hell. And just go ahead and take that nasty ass water balloon with you.